One, cue the talent. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Tarki, who's a designer. Did I pronounce your name correctly? What's the right pronunciation?
Tapti.
Tapti. Okay, so if you can, we will talk today about the design and jewelry and the wardrobe. Uh, First thing first, let's introduce you properly. Like, if you can tell like who you are, what do you do, like what's the story behind it? If you study for this or you have experience in this, like so the audience understand kind of credibility behind your answers.
So my name is Tapti Tapan. I'm based in New York. I'm a fashion designer. My collection is called Soul by Tapti Tapan, which consists of cocktail luxury, cocktail dresses and accessories, including necklaces and earrings and bracelets made up of semi-precious gems. And in terms of my education background, I hold a degree in fashion design and merchandising along with fashion business management.
Where do you locate?
Sorry?
Where are you located? Are you in New York?
New York.
Where?
In New York.
New York. Where? Like Manhattan, Brooklyn?
In Queens.
In Queens. Okay, I'm in Brooklyn. Cool. Where? Like where in Queens? Flushing, Astoria. Like which part?
Forest Hills.
Forest Hills. Cool. Okay, there are quite a few designers in Forest Hills. Are you getting ready for the September Fashion Week? Anything happening? You think for real, or it's only going to be virtual?
Well, I have a membership with WeWork. I might want to do something at WeWork, not very high end, but
which office WeWork you using?
Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue in the city.
Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely I will be doing something virtually. But
what about a show on the street? Like it's not the same like as having a fashion show inside of the venue, but it's still it provides much more distancing for the people.
Yeah, like a visual presentation, PowerPoint presentation.
No, like show on the street. What I mean, like people allowed to do protests on the street, but somehow we're not allowed to do a fashion show on the street. So I think it's kind of not fair. But maybe by September, by the fashion week, the city will allow us to start issuing permits for the like fashion shows on in the middle of the street.
Well, I don't know, but in March when COVID had just started, I had held a trunk show, and I had about more than 4 models, and all the shooting was done on the street of Park Avenue and Fifth Avenue. So all the jewelry was inside a hotel suite on Park Avenue, and the models came to change into the ensembles, and then the shooting, the photo shoot was done on the streets.
So you had a photo shoot, but like I'm talking about more like a fashion show, like with the gas and like walking, like similar to regular traditional runway with a photographer pit, like a riser and stuff like that, maybe.
But the cars were stopping and they were looking at the models.
Of course.
They were taking photos from the moving cars, so it was almost like a runway.
Gotcha. Did you have to get a permit for that, or like you did the guerrilla style?
No, I didn't have to get a permit. I didn't. I had a suite, a studio space in the hotel, and then where they came inside, got dressed, and then they went out and did the photo shoot.
Right. I see. So you didn't have any trouble with the police, or like they didn't stop you, say, like you need a permit for that.
No.
Okay. Nice. Very lucky. Good. Okay, so let's get back to the. Now that we know that you do design and you are fearless and you're not afraid of a virus, let's figure out like, well, that's why it's not working. 1 second. Working. Sometimes I need warm tea when I'm talking, so my voice is not so bad. Yeah, especially like when I do interviews, this mic might not pick up my deeper voice without a warm tea. I think lemon actually helps. Like, what do you do for your voice? You have such a powerful voice.
I don't do anything. I just drink water.
Okay, wow. Okay, so the first question in our lining is about the wardrobe, like after COVID. Like, what do are your perception would work for fashion shows, for models, for the TV sets when people start filming again? Which precautions, which step people take now in order to film produce safely, especially when they film with the like celebrities and really important people.
Well, I'm a fashion designer, and my collection is of cocktail dresses and ready and red carpet and for special occasions. But because of COVID, I have pivoted and I have geared towards ready to wear. And as we all know, that the current trends are sort of above the keyboard trends and very relaxed silhouettes,
Yeah, comfort wear.
roomier and very loose fitting. Um, and of course, everybody's multitasking and working from home and holding a lot of meetings on Zoom. And it's the trend is above the keyboard, bright colors, something that's comfortable to wear, and then something that you can multitask in. So from cocktail dresses, we have pivoted to ready to wear.
I think that you're absolutely correct. It's difficult to sell right now cocktail dresses because people don't go that much in cocktails. But if you produce now comfort wear, which I see some designers do, it looks like a pajama basically. But anything around the neck, like in that part, it looks like a business a suit, like business clothes. So you
Yeah,
can
no,
run
I'm talking
the
about pajamas. I'm talking about ready to wear.
ready to wear. Okay.
Yes, which
And
is
you
sort
and
of
you were ready to wear for the Zoom meeting, like we're doing now right through the Zoom, right? So you can wear like bottoms like very comfortable, but the part around your neck, about your face, those things could be very presentable for business, for work.
yeah. I mean, like right now, I'm wearing a dress. You know, it's a ready to wear dress. It's a knit
Mhm,
dress. It's not pajamas. You know, a dress that I can multitasking, and the dress that I can go out and run my errands. It's
mhm.
comfortable fabric and it's loose fitting. And it's appropriate for the weather, and it's appropriate for hosting and doing meet and greets over Zoom.
Right. Harti, what about like as a designer, what do you think, which materials are best right now for washing, for reuse, for if the COVID doesn't stay long in this material, if you have any idea, suggestions like which products better to buy, to wear, to have that has the least friendly to toward COVID?
Yes, I mean, as I've been doing research because of the pandemic, um, I have looked at sustainable fabrics and organic fabrics, organic cotton, lightweight linen, silk. I think natural made fibers are probably more weather appropriate as opposed to man made.
Hmm.
Also, I think wovens are probably more suitable because they are the weave is tighter, so they're sort of more solid and thicker, as opposed to the construction is more solid, as opposed to knit fabrics where they have the ability to absorb a lot of things into the fabrication. I was also looking at water repellent finishes, that could be applied to woven fabrics such as organic cotton and linen. Um, I mean, depending on how sensitive you are to the heat and to the weather, um, some people prefer to wear natural made fibers in this weather, but others are still going with polyester, which is of good quality and lightweight. So I would definitely recommend natural made fibers and organic fabrics. But if you like polyester and you are comfortable wearing polyester in this heat, why not?
How about like you mentioned, you make cocktail dresses. Is it mandatory now, like that the mask and the glove has to come together with the same color, same material as the dress? Is it like a trend now when people wear like everything matchy matchy, or it's like you can like, put together a different mask and different gloves with a dress?
Well, I think it's a matter of preference. If you want to be all matchy matchy, sure. But if you just want to stick to the basics like solid blacks and solid colors, dark colors, or you want disposable masks, it's really a matter of preference. Some people want to change from wearing those um, disposable masks and they want to experiment and get something that's more uplifting, and that's also going to make them look good and feel good. It's all a matter of what's comfortable to you, and if you're comfortable wearing those disposable masks, then it's okay. If not, then you should definitely try to get something that has a print or a pop-up color, or maybe just a solid black, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
In the past, people could get really close to each other, right, and smell themselves, each other, and look at them and from close distance. Right now, people tend to keep distancing between each other, right? So you really can't tell like what kind of material, what kind of jewelry it is. If you're required to have 6, 10 feet between each other, which materials are better to attract attention, to get a better look on a person when the person is viewed from the distance versus like a person like really up close? Is there
So,
any particular design or pattern that really make can help you to stand out in the crowd?
well, I mean, a pop of color, bright colors are always going to make you stand out. A tropical print, a bold print, will always going to make you stand out. And whether you want to wear a cocktail dress or you don't want to wear a cocktail dress, a little bit of sequence is always uplifting. It's always cheerful. So all of those are still going to a statement necklace, for that matter, a necklace with sparkles, with crystals. It's all uplifting. You need something that's going to uplift you and break the pattern of just talking about and being careful about this pandemic. You need something that is, good for your well-being, for your mental health, and for your physical health.
In the past, girls when they go out, they would carry a purse, let's say a purse, and they might carry, let's say, a case with a phone, right? So what do you need when you go out? You need a little purse for your cosmetic, and you need a phone. Now people go out and they have a bottle of sanitizer, they have a box of tissue to touch things. So it's additional items that you need to carry with you when you go out in a restaurant or in or elsewhere. Like, is there any particular accessories like, in addition to bags like, that makes it fashionable to carry those items?
Well, reusable organic cotton tote bags.
Hmm.
I think I've always carried hand sanitizer, and a pack of tissues in my purse always, and that hasn't changed for me. I always
Because
have.
I see like people wear like hand kneaded like cases for hand sanitizer, so it looks like it's a still hand sanitizer, but it's in a nice kind of bottle, like a nice case.
Yeah, I think Bath and Body Works have always have amazing hand sanitizers, and they also have these
Mhm.
little, things to carry them in, and then you can sort of twirl them around your handbag or whatnot. So that's an ongoing trend. It's just now it's a must-have, and before it was an option. So if you're looking for something for a good fragrance in terms of hand sanitizers, Bath and Body Work has amazing ones, and they also have these little pouches that you can plop them in. And I think you can always use tote bags that you can easily wash in the machine, and then you can reuse them, or you can use bags that have a synthetic material that you can just wipe off with a disinfectant. and it's not going to ruin the aesthetics of the bag. So yeah.
Uh,
And in terms of other trends, there are lots of like um, anklets, and there are lots of chains if you wear glasses, lots of chains to uphold your glasses. So those trends are still happening.
I think we gave enough useful information for the audience. If we still have a little bit more time, I have two more requests from you. If you have any funny story, maybe a sad story, because I think that about fashion, about the being a designer, I think useful information is good, but thinking about COVID makes people kind of sad all the time. So if you have like interesting story to share as from the perspective as a designer, would love to hear. I think I'm kind of putting you on the spot. We didn't discuss that yet, but when we planned that interview, but maybe you have one.
Well, I think it's important to keep your mind healthy and as well as your body healthy. So whatever makes you uplift your spirit and breaks the pattern of just being stressed. Whether you're going for a walk, whether you're talking to your friends over the phone, or you stepping out to run your errands, put on your cocktail dress. Why not? Don't wait for a cocktail event to put on your cocktail dress. Just put on your cocktail dress, go out for a walk, meet your friends, of course, socially distancing, sit in front of your computer for a Zoom meeting wearing a cocktail dress, have a drink virtually with your friends. Like whatever is going to uplift you, make you happy, it's all worth it. No one is going to judge you. So whatever makes you happy, just do it. Even if that means you're going to wear a cocktail dress in the afternoon, do so.
Uh, Recently, I've been asked by a software company to make a commercial for them, and this commercial specifically is targeting fashion designers like you. So what it does basically, they make software for fashion designers, like for tailoring, for coming up with designs and things of that nature. And they trying to, because it's very expensive, they trying to tailor this towards really really famous, really really successful fashion designers as their client base. uh, and what they want to accomplish with this one, they want to have a joke, a story, something that would be really really funny for someone like you, but will have no idea, would not relate to regular people, like people who wear the clothes, or people who you know are from other industries. Is there any funny story that you can tell, or a joke that really funny for a fashion designer, but it would not be funny for regular people? Do you know any fashion designer joke?
No, actually, I don't know any jokes that are appropriate at this time. Um, but I would
It's
say,
difficult to find appropriate jokes for TV. That's true. Most of them have like bad language, and we're not allowed to do that.
yeah, but I would say,
I put you on the spot. We didn't discuss
actually, I
that.
don't know any jokes, and I
Okay.
don't know what's appropriate at this time and what's not. But I think that all I can say is that don't wait for a special occasion to put on your beautiful dress. If wearing a dress makes you happy, you should definitely wear it.
Uh, uh, I can agree with you 100%. I see how my wife tried her dresses, like when she wants to improve her mood, and it works for her, it works for us. So certainly that's a good advice. Do you want to do a plugin for your collection, for your Instagram, or for your for your website, and for the audience? You want to tell them what's, would you like to do a plugin, like a, you want to tell them what is your Instagram, what is your Facebook, so they can, we can put it in like in the thumbnails, but if you just tell them, it's also helpful.
Yeah, so my Instagram is soul, SOUL, by BY, Tapti, TAPTI, Tapan, TAPAN. So the Instagram has a link to my website. you can click on that link and it will take you straight to the website. So the website is soldbytaptitapan.online.com. However, I think you can just log on to my Instagram or check it out, and it will direct you to the website and to other.
Where do you have most of the sales actually happening? Is that through the Instagram or website or Facebook or any other? Because for me right now, the biggest platform that works is the YouTube. That's where the like 80% of business comes through.
Well, I think usually most of my sales are in-person sales. So I met this person who was being very friendly, and I showed her my Instagram page, and I showed her some of the images, and she decided that she wanted a necklace after she saw the photo. But of course, I was interacting with her in person, socially distancing, of course, and I was able to make a purchase. But I'm recently featured on 19th Amendment as a fashion designer, as a new brand, upcoming brand for necklaces from day to night, introducing cocktail luxury and adding the element of sparkle and sustainability to the collection.
If I may, last question before I let you go. When models are showing different designs, there are different walks. Let's say if the dress is large and they have to make big steps. If it's a tiny dress, they make like a mermaid steps. What's the best advice for models to demonstrate the necklace, the jewelry? Because if they move really fast, photographers cannot take a good picture. If they move really, really slow, it doesn't sparkle enough. Like, what's the best walk for the to demonstrate the jewelry? Is it bouncy walk? Is it like slim steps? Like, what do you suggest?
Well, I think it's slow motion is always a good thing. Walking really
Smooth.
slowly and smoothly, so
Uh-huh.
the attention is also going on your ensemble as well as the accessories you're wearing. So walking
They
fast is not
bring
going.
their hands to the. Can they touch the item? Like, how do they bring attention to? This is the main thing that they want attention to be.
Well, I think if you're wearing earrings, you can always, have angles. Like you can angle towards the left or the right to show the earring. And if you are wearing a
Mhm.
necklace, you don't necessarily want to touch the necklace because it might cover the necklace. But of course, on the side where you are not sort of obstructing the view is always a good idea.
Okay, because I saw like designers who do the shoe designs, like heels, they always try to use tango to bring more attention to the feet uh, in that movement. But that's a good advice. Thank you so much for your time. I hope that we will do it again, and hopefully the audience enjoy your answers. Let
Yes,
me
I hope so too, and I hope everyone to stay safe and healthy.
If you guys will have lots of questions and follow up, maybe we'll bring Tarsi back and we'll do more of those. So yes, write us. Maybe you have questions for her, and then we will have to come back with this next interview or even a series of those. Thank you.
Thanks so much.